Hey, good morning, everybody. I am Daniel G. Garza, the Card Devo, and this is Breakfast Readings. Welcome to the show. If you're watching me on TikTok, you're watching this live, and you join the conversation. If you're watching on YouTube, do me a favor, scroll down, hit that notification button, and subscribe. You can still comment. Oh, good morning. Good morning, sweetheart. How are you? If you're watching on YouTube, you can still comment. Make sure that you add a comment or a question, and I'll probably reply with a card or two. See how you're doing. You missed my face. Where have you been? Was I here yesterday? Yeah, I was here yesterday. Can't remember. I had for those of you that are familiar with Scan, 3-day shoot. Oh, that's awesome. I had a checkup, a scan on Wednesday morning, and if you've ever done those, they give you this drink, and then they inject this dye, and then the dye has to leave your body, and it usually causes me. This is not the first time I've done it. I've had it several times over the last 20 years, and it usually, it's a couple of days. Bleh. So yesterday I just felt blah. I kind of did the show yesterday morning, and then somebody's knocking, and yeah, so I felt kind of blah yesterday. I almost slept in today, and but no, I'll do this. I don't have anything set till about 11. Oh, I'm gonna be on Instagram Live today. A friend of mine is interviewing me on Instagram Live, so go to my page and you'll find the info there. You missed my live yesterday. Yes, you missed the best one ever. I just think, I feel good. I mean, I don't feel bad. It's something normal. Like, it happens. If you ever get one of those scans, the dye usually affects your body. And then I can't take my pills for 48 hours, my diabetes pills, which lowers my pressure. So I just feel a little under. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to go lay down for an hour. Yeah, it's a total icky feeling. I'm going to go lay down for an hour before my Instagram Live at 11 Pacific Standard Time, and then after that I'm going to do some laundry, chill for the rest of the afternoon. I have a couple of meetings. There's not going to be a Card Devo tonight because I'm going to take the night off. I want to rest, and but I'll be back next week. But I have a bunch of interviews next week. I have several people who can't make it on Saturdays. We have 2 interviews, Monday and Tuesday. So if you are not following me on YouTube, which the link is in the bio, go check it out. I've got a couple of interviews. In fact, Corn-Fed Threads, who is here on TikTok, is going to be on my show on Tuesday. So I get to interview them on Tuesday. If you don't know them, if you're not following them, go follow them. Corn-Fed Threads. Down here. But let's get started. Ms. Piper, since you were here first this morning, do you want to get started? Do you want to give me your number? Or do you want me to skip over it? There you go. First one here, folks. First one here gets a reading. So, and then remember, the next person, when you hear me, first time seeing me, well, hello, Shannon. Welcome to the show. I'm the Card Devo. I do card readings. I'm also a Reiki Master, Energy Cleanser. This is the deck that I use for readings, the Psychic Tarot by John Holland, one of my favorite decks. Check it out. Good morning. When you hear me say oatmeal break, that is your cue to put in your name and a number from 1 to 9. First person to put it in gets the next reading. So just hold on to the comments until then. But stick around, because we talk about all kinds of stuff here. We talk about life and issues and blockages and an occasional manifestation or an occasional meditation pops out. So just stick around if you can. By the way, thank you for watching. I know there's other TikTokers you can be watching, and you're choosing to be here with me. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, Pepper. Interesting. So, first thing I'm going to say, Miss Piper is a good friend of mine and a client. So I think it's interesting when people know my style of reading and they know my faces and they know my sounds, because they're like, usually some people either cringe or they know like, yes, something good is coming. But something good is coming, Piper. Something good is coming. So first of all, I'm going to put these two cards together because they really do go together. So your foundation and your now. Here's the wisdom. And here's the choose wisely. So tapping into your wisdom, tapping into your knowledge, and wisdom comes from experience. Wisdom comes from succeeding and from failing. And you and I have talked about this. We thrive. We thrive on our failures whenever something doesn't seem to. So I have a mat under my feet because I don't want to wear my flip flops because they make noise. So I'm trying to arrange the mat so I'm not standing on the cold floor. Anyway, too much information, right? So your wisdom, your experience, your failures, and your successes are what are allowing you to make these decisions. There's several options coming up for you. So this can be personal or professional, obviously, because this is from what I know about you. Like the deception and the envy are starting to fall out to the side, and this comes deception and envy. I talk about this all the time. It's either people, places, or things, but this deception and envy comes from people. People envy us, or we put out an envious energy, or we start envying somebody's role. Now, knowing you, I feel like it's just other people's energy kind of they're just trying to unload on you. Like they have, some people just have so much anger and resentment and fear that it becomes overwhelming, and they want to throw it on us, and they start poking at us and dissecting your successes and celebrating your failures, and you're like, dude, like, yeah, definitely other people. It's like, dude, like, is your life so beyond miserable that you now want to share with me? Thank you, but I don't. I'm on a no BS diet, and so, yeah, because your materials, here it is. Your prosperity is starting. That's why they're envying you, because now that you've taken matters into your own hands and made the decision to make changes, yeah, we got to pray for them. We're like, Dios te bendiga. Like, what else can I do? Like, what do you want me to do? You got my attention. Talk to me now. Tell me what's wrong. Who hurt you? And then you're like, there's nothing I can do unless you want to move beyond this. There's nothing I can do for you. So right now, took long enough. It's coming full circle. The circle of life. Okay. So your wisdom is giving you the ability to choose what direction you want to go, to separate yourself from the envy of other people, because you're starting to prosper, both material and spiritual. And for those of you watching for the first time, there is a connection between me thriving spiritually and me thriving financially. If I start rising financially, then sometimes my spirit starts rising. Sometimes my spirit starts rising, and I'm like, oh wow, like this is what it feels like to find joy, to be confident in my work and me. Like that's what it feels. And then sometimes you're like, ooh, I'm doing good in the world. There comes the money. So they really, oh my God, I feel like somebody's making pancakes. It smells so good. I live in a complex and the patios are all open. They're over there. And I can smell pancakes. It smells so delicious. Not that I don't like my oatmeal. So yeah, Ms. Piper, it's just you're just tapping into your wisdom. Like it's like a pig in mud. Just soak up that wisdom and be like, ooh, hey, this feels good. I don't know why I had to be pigs this morning, but yeah, you're in your spot. Good morning. So you are totally in your spot right now. Good cards. I mean, it's just you following the path that you started several months ago. So you're in a good place. All right. Oatmeal break. My pleasure. Ashley, got you. So I talked about these yesterday. For those of you that have been watching me for a while know that I am a fan of these. I don't work for the company. I don't get sponsored by them. This is brain boosting spices. Boost brain power. These are from organic spices and herbs. I call her the Spice Lady. That's the Spice Lady right there. She came on my show once and sent us some samples. And really good stuff. I put this in my oatmeal. I put a little teaspoon in my oatmeal in the mornings. And too slow. There was a gentleman yesterday, Travis, who has been trying to get a card on the show. And it's lottery, folks. Really, this is the way it works. It's lottery. But this is my job. So if you want a private session, please reach out for a private session. I guarantee my work. And so reach out. Send me a message with your email, and I'll send you my prices. I'm comparable to other companies, to other people. So, thank you. So everybody else, just hold on to your name and number. We're gonna go with we got Ashley 7. Ashley, have I read for you before, right, Ashley? Good morning. Yeah, I have. All right. All right. Money. There's the money itch. You didn't get the job. You didn't get that job. You're going to get the job. You're going to get the job. So let's put that in. Let's put it in capital letters. The job. Capital THE. Capital JOB. I'm going to get the job. You don't get that job, but we're going to get the job. Yes, ma'am. We're claiming it. Okay, so here's why. Because your solar plex chakra, the job is coming. Yes, ma'am. There's solar plex. It's because you're trusting your instinct. You're trusting your gut. Find your joy. Everybody, do you know where your joy is? Should be here. Why here? Because the solar plexus is what connects us to us. Oh, it's that chills. What brings this to me is what connects me to me. It's what. It's where, it's what allows us to tap into our intuition, to our gut feelings, our sixth sense. Like, it's all right here. So, did it come up for you last time too? Good morning. Thank you for stopping. Because you're still transforming. There's still transformation. Did this card come up for you too? I'm trying to go through my memory bank, but now I've read for so many people on here that sometimes I forget. But because here's the success, it's still upside down. It's not quite there yet. But I don't feel like I need to do too much with you this morning. Yeah. So the job. Okay. So everybody, let's do a little bit of right here. We've done this before. Oh, good morning. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you. So right hand over the belly, left hand over right hand. Deep breath. Let it out. We're gonna do 3 of those. Let it out. And the last one. Bring it in. And let it out. I am committed to myself. Trust my gut. Believe in my instincts. That I am going to find fill in the blank for you. Really? Those were your cards last time too? See, the last time your cards were solar plex, transformation, and success. So we're still on the journey. Your wishes are starting to get put together. But oh, you're asking right now. I thought you were saying the last cards were the same. I thought you were like, did we get the exact same 3 cards again? Yes. And remember, if you miss any of this, these are going to be on YouTube. So you can go to YouTube, and my link is in my bio. Go to YouTube, and these videos will be on YouTube later on tonight. So you can go back and rewatch the video. And subscribe while you're there. But yes, so trust your gut instinct. Because you're still transforming to reach your success. and get your wishes. You're still there. You're still in the transformation. So what is it that we need to work on? I'm guessing it's mostly because it came up, your solar plex. So it's about believing in that part. Okay, everybody hold on. I'm going to get another deck of cards. Just 1 second. Nobody go anywhere. So there are certain things and reasons, or there are certain things that if we are working on our solar plex, there are, based on this is my personal, there are 1 of 10 things that you need to focus on. Either your confidence, your power, your commitment, your motivation, your mood, your self-esteem, your purpose, your clarity, your serenity, and your intuition. So 1 of those 10 things. It's 1 of those 10 things. So go back and rewatch this later. But it's 1 of those 10 things. But yes, let's book a session. I give us a discount for TikTokers who follow me here. So if you send me a message with your email address, and I will give you a TikTok discount. I knock off $25 off my reading for if you book through here. So let me know. My pleasure. I hope that helped. For those of you that don't know me, I've been working on my own deck of cards, and hopefully it comes out before the end of the year. My publisher is finding the right printing company to make the cards that I want. My sister created the artwork, and I created the deck, so we're working on it. So hopefully by the end of the year, maybe by Christmas, you'll be able to buy the Card Devo cleansing deck. So pay attention. It's a name in rotation. I've changed the name like 50 times, so who knows where it's going to end up. But my deck is coming, so just pay attention to those. All right, I hope that made sense. Are we friends? Yes, we are friends. All right, oatmeal break. All right, Claudia. Did I show it to you, Piper, when you came on? For those of you that don't know either, I host an interview show called Putting Together Conversations. And Miss Piper, if you're not following her, follow her. She was a guest on my show. Go check out her story. Very, very cool story. I just told you about it. So you haven't played with it? Oh, you want to play with my deck? That was the most awkward. That was the most awkward wink ever. It was right there between creepy and has no game. Let's chat again. I love chatting with you, Piper. I met Piper. The wink for the win. Totally. I met Piper because she was a co-host on another podcast. And I was a guest on there, and so we met. And I was already following her by the time we met, and now we've become friends. And I just adore her. She is just amazing. You know, some people just, you know how you like. Some people you just meet and you're like, she's gonna be pretty kick-ass. She's gonna be rad. Like she's gonna be kick-ass. And then you meet them, and you're like, you're way beyond what I was expecting, and it's like all good. So, and Christian loves her. Christian, my boyfriend, just adores her. So there's that too. Okay, where were we? 8. Claudia. Are you still with me, Claudia? There you are, Claudia. Claudia's like, I said 8. All right, Claudia, what's going on? Now, Claudia, have I read for you before? Have I read for you? I try to become friends with people that I have not, because I just requested to follow you. Okay. I have read for you. Okay, good. So we're still pulling out the shadow card. The shadow card is still coming up. So we're starting to come out of those shadows. We're starting to start to reveal ourselves. We're starting to start. I feel like I'm a Texan right now. We're starting to start. But I feel like because right now, this is your card, the emotional withdrawal. I feel like, hello, Texas. Y'all know I'm from Texas. So, Claudia, I feel like too much is being revealed for you. I feel like there's too much information being put out in front of you, and that is causing you to disconnect a little bit. I don't see it as a bad thing. I feel like you need to take a step back to be able. Linda, hold on a second, and it's only a number from 1 to 9. So just to um, so it's important for you, Claudia, to take a step back and disconnect a little bit if you need to, just so you can reconnect with yourself. There's too much information coming to you from here out, and you need to connect from here back. Does that make sense for you? Does that make sense? Um, Mainly because some of the players in this situation, we need to have a little. You need to be a little patient. More will be revealed. More will be revealed. I feel like you've only tapped into part of the truth right now. And I say this with love, but I feel like there's so much information that has been kept from you. Oh, there we go. Yeah, but this is giving you your power. This is one that jumped out. So, if you feel like, hi, good morning. If you feel like you need to take a step back from certain people, yes, thank you. Yes, wait till I say oatmeal break, and then the first person to put in their name and number is the first person to go, is the next person to go. So yeah, Claudia, I just feel like there's so much information coming at you right now for you to take a step back is only logical. Be patient before you make a decision, and you're gonna find your power in that. There's a lion, there's the power, but it's just gonna be a lot of information coming at once, and you need to take a step back. You are not weak for taking some space. You are not a quitter. You are not. You promise to stick it through. Yeah, but not if you're going to continue to hurt me. Like, you said what you promised it was forever. It's like, yeah, but it doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. I don't know if this is making sense or not. I'm kind of tapping into my own conversation. It's that good information. Are you asking if it's good information or bad information? It depends on what direction you want to go in, but I think that any information we get, as long as it's the truth, it's good. It may not always fit the moment, and we may not always like it, but as long as it's the truth, like what are you arguing with the truth for? Like, it's truth. Yeah, but I don't feel like it's good or bad. I feel like it's going to relieve you of the stressors, people, place, or things that are blocking you. So some of the stuff that's still hidden, that's causing you, some of the information that's still hidden, that's causing you to separate. Um, just be patient. Just be patient. You don't need to stress about it. Solitos, decía mi mamá. Mama would say, déjalos. Like when I was like, I know they're keeping something from me, Mama would say, déjalos, solitos, ahorita. People talk more when they think they've gotten away with stuff. People talk so much more when they think they've gotten away with it. So you have the power right now. Yes, solitos. You just let them think that they got away with it. You just sit back and go, really? And you will notice it's also a very old interview tactic. When I interview people, if I want to hear more about what they're talking about, sometimes I don't ask a follow-up question. I just sit there and they just start talking. And it's really, I'm revealing all my secrets now. But it works in life too. When people are keeping secrets from you and they're trying to cover them up. If you don't argue, if you don't say, I don't believe you, you're lying. If I like, I'm not cheating on you. I'm not taking money. I'm not, whatever. And you're like, okay. And people are like, no, really, really, it's just that this is what happened. And you're like, oh, okay. And then people are like, no, but okay, let me tell you more. Me siento y me relajo. Andale, andale, that's it. Me siento y me relajo. For those of you who don't speak Spanish, I sit and relax. People, a guilty conscience is like a parrot, man. It'll talk. So that's why I try not to do anything that I try not to do things that if I'm gonna feel guilty about it, I really do it. Okay, the only thing I do is I do sneak in sweets once in a while. I ain't gonna lie, I do it. There's a piece of cake in the fridge for me right now. There's a piece of cake waiting for me right now, and I think I'm gonna have it right after this today because it's Friday and I don't care. So anyway, Claudia, I hope it made sense to you. Just sit back. Solitos van a salir, and the truth will be revealed, and then you will have the power. You have the upper hand, and you go, okay, this is what I decide to do. This is what I'm going to decide. Guilt for people that I know. Yeah. But you're the power girl right now. You're in power, and they know that. People know that. I'm not sure what the situation specifically is, but I do feel like people are keeping information from you, and they think they're smart, and they're not that smart. So, I hope that makes sense. All right. Oatmeal break. So, for people that wonder about the oatmeal break, it's because I'm actually having breakfast while I'm reading for you guys. Here's my breakfast. Sally. Got you, Sally. I will most likely, when I'm doing readings, have oatmeal because it's easy to chew. It's not crunchy. I'm sorry. I just stayed in front of you. And Linda, whenever you do put a number in, it's from 1 to 9. Only one number from 1 to 9. But I love oatmeal. I love oatmeal in the mornings. And someone mentioned my cup earlier. I didn't talk about my cup. I was going to talk about it. So this is my cup from Shutterfly. I ordered this on Shutterfly, and you can custom it. This is, I know I don't know what happened here. It just peeled off a little bit. But that's Christian, my partner. There's some friends. That's my mom who passed away last year. That is Dan, one of my sponsors. He passed away a couple of years ago too. One of my best friends, Martha. That's my old oncologist. Oh, that's Apollonia, my hairstylist. She's been cutting my hair for 11 years. Maddie, one of my dearest friends. A couple of actor friends. That's my sister. And, this is one of my best, we were really good friends. We're still good friends. We did a couple of shows together. Which was really cool. Yes, I am dressed as a butterfly. That is me dressed as a butterfly. So, you're welcome, Claudia. You're welcome. My pleasure, sweetie. And for anybody who wants a private session, please, yes, book me. Please book me. I need work. Sally 5. Am I following Sally already? My daughter gave me a cup like that, but I don't use it. Keep on my kitchen counter for show. Well, girl, I have like several. Okay, hold on. Okay, now Monday, I'll show you my cups on Monday. I have like, I make them all the time. Whenever they have them for free on Shutterfly, whenever you just pay shipping, which is like $10, you recommend the private session. They're really healing. Oh, thanks, Piper. I recommend them too. If you come to one of my readings, you get a session. You get a private session, one-on-one. They're an hour long. You get the cards. I really have about 40 decks of cards. You can really ask me just about anything, and I will pull a deck of cards. I work with Oracle cards. I will work with Tarot if needed, but I work with Oracle more. But my sessions are made not just to answer your questions. We're going to do some work. I want you to walk away from my session a better version of yourself. Not that there's anything wrong with you, so I just want you to walk away going, wow, I grew a bit. We unblocked some chakras. We said your line. It's like going to a spiritual chiropractor. There you go. It's like a spiritual chiropractor. You're not a different person when you go to the chiropractor. You're just standing taller. So when you come to me, it's a spiritual chiropractic visit. I'm going to rearrange some of those chakras for you and fix them up so that you walk up a little bit taller. And that's what it is. So you're paying for a full service. It's um, yeah. The way that I was taught was like, I want you to come back. I want you to be a repeat client, but I don't want you to come back for the same problems. I want, let's work on them. Let's really work on them. And I will try to fix as much as I can, but you go home and do homework. I really just open up, like, I just really set it up for you so that you have to do the work, so that you're not going back to the same situations you were before. You want to do better. And I can honestly say I won't do anything with anybody that I haven't tried on myself or on my partner. I work on my boyfriend all the time. I wish I could work on him more. But I don't read for him, but I try things out for him on him. I'm like, hey, this is something new I'm trying. Let me try it on you. And if he approves it, then you guys get to see it. If he doesn't, it goes back to the drawing board and we work on it again. So anyway, so you're paying for a full service, not just a reading. And there's nothing wrong with that. Some people want just a reading. And if you're like, hey, I just want you to pull some cards for me and see what it says. I don't want to cleanse anything. I don't want to fix anything. I just want to, we can do that. I mean, it's still the same price, but we can do that. So, okay. ¿Qué dónde estábamos? Sally 5. Are you still with me, Sally? Oh, thank you. Great comparison. Thank you. People also ask me, what does the number mean when we do this? Is that Sally is actually pulling her own cards. I do the name. I want to know your name so I can connect with you better. But she's really pulling her own cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4. She chose number 5. So this is her card. So see, I'm not picking your cards. You're picking your cards. I'm just delivering the message for you. So I'm doing. Okay, another thing that you might have noticed on this show, if you are a regular, is that cards come back up again. No matter how much I shuffle, no matter how much I break them up. If the cards want to show up, the cards will show up. And that's really usually the theme of the show. So Sally, these are going to look familiar because they just popped up a minute ago. You, Sally, right now, I'm on board, learning, growing, elevating. Go, Shannon. This is my cheerleading pose. Coach Shannon. So Sally, you're in your power right now, girl. So this is you right now. You are in your power. What's beautiful about the power that you have right now is that, just like Piper, you've got that made you smile big. Good. I do a lot of crazy stuff on this show, but this is what your power is. What's giving you your options. It's the shadow card came up for you too. So there's I feel like for you, I feel like the people, places, and things, and it's, I feel it's, okay, so for everybody, let me give you a quick rundown of some of the code words that I use. So it's always people, places, and things, personal or professional, body, mind, and spirit. We are the center of our world, the ripple effect. Those are usually the best terms that I use, the most common terms I use. So, Sally, there are people in the shadows that are waiting. I feel like they are waiting for you to make the wrong decisions to lose your power. You've gained this power within you. You've accomplished like so much recently, or grown recently, that it's giving you the opportunity to choose new things for you. But people, places, or things that are in the shadows don't want you to see the opportunities for you. So we talked about information being kept and such. Hold on a second, because there was a card down here. Some of the sacrifices that you made for like the bigger picture, Now it's the other person's turn to sacrifice. So this could be partner, parents, siblings, friends. Um, so um, there are just some sacrifices that let me rephrase this. You're sitting in your power at the moment, being with the opportunity to choose wisely, but some energies that are hiding in the shadows want you to sacrifice your success for theirs, and I just feel like it's not the right place to do it. I just feel like they're yelling a lot of stuff in my ear. So who's the yeller? Who's the screamer? Who's the dramatic person? Yeah, because there's definitely a disconnect now. So there's definitely a disconnect now being made for you. But I feel like those are interesting. Yeah. I just feel like here's how I work, folks. I connect, and I'm seeing the world through your eyes. So, but I don't have the full picture, so I don't see everything. But I just feel like I am. I feel like I'm being asked to sacrifice one more time. My words are not coming out, so I feel like the other energy is not allowing me to speak my truth or speak up. But it's like you've already discovered your superpower, and it's not easy to take this away. You can't just forget that you're powerful. People can't just say, okay, well, forget everything you've learned. But now that you're in your power, and you have the opportunity to choose different things, people in the shadows are wanting you to sacrifice that power, but you've already disconnected. I feel like if your mind is wondering, should I stay or should I go? I feel like you've already made that decision, at least energetically, and you're not willing to give up what you've learned. You can't unlearn some stuff. You just can't. If you've ever been in a relationship where you were physically, mentally, spiritually, psychologically messed up, you can't unlearn. Can you forgive? Yeah, of course. But we don't. I mean, we all know this. We don't forgive for the other person. We forgive for ourselves. I forgive you so that I don't carry around your bull. So that every time I say your name, if I have to, I don't cringe at the idea. I forgive you because I need my energy and my spirit to grow, not for you to grow. You do your own work. I've done mine. But we don't forget. We don't forget. And when other people step into that space and try to use that, I just got left from a relationship. So that makes sense to you. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't doubt that they're gonna make a reappearance. I would not doubt that they make a reappearance. I miss you. I love you. Yeah. So keep this in your memory bank. I do not have a doubt that there will be a reappearance. I love you. I miss you. Only you understand me. I'm nothing without you. And the reality is that nobody else is putting up with your crap. I was the only one that's put up with you. So yeah, okay, good. So that makes sense to you. So that makes sense. Now you have a few choices. There you go. So that's making sense. Now that you have the power, you have the ability to make some choices. There's people still hiding in the shadows. They're still keeping track of you, especially after all the sacrifices you made. And now you're disconnected. So that makes sense to you. Good. Snaps to you. Everybody. Do snaps? Ooh, you just met someone. Congratulations. You go, girl. You're adorable, though. I was looking at your photo. You're adorable. So, good for you. Go. And you. I feel like you have some really good energy. I feel like you have some really good energy. So, good for you. And make sure that you check your chakras. Check your chakras. Make sure that you know where your chakras are. And basically, like for everybody, the root chakra. In fact, it's Friday. Can we do this for the end? It's Friday. Let me do this at the end. So everybody, if you don't have a piece of paper and a pen next to you, you can go back to YouTube and and watch and do this exercise. So I'm going to pick a card for all of us right now. So are you ready? Everybody ready? Stay grounded. I know they're too small. I'm making the letters bigger. Stay grounded. Make sure that you stay grounded. Stay connected. Not that you don't dream. It's just that right now I want y'all to stay grounded. Keep your feet firm on the ground. Stay connected. Believe in yourself. Number 2, this is your sacral chakra. Be adaptable. Adapt. There are some things coming up for us energetically, and we need to stay adapt. We need to adapt quickly. If you don't do improv, this is a great time to learn some improv, because some things will come up and make us change directions all of a sudden. So, do you have a strategy? Should Plan A not work? Are you ready to change plans if you have to? Do you have a purpose? What's your purpose? What's your purpose in life? What is your purpose? And you can go from, I am here to be a mother, which is great. I am here to be the CEO of a company, which is great. I am here to save the world. I am here to save me. I am here to plant trees. Like, what is your purpose? Do you have a purpose? What is the reason that you get out of bed in the morning? And because this was one of my arguments when my mom was alive. I am not your purpose in life. I am an adult now. What is your purpose? Like, what do you want to do? And she raised beautiful roses. That was one of her animals and flowers, man. Those were her thing. So what is your purpose? Are you listening to what's really happening around you? Are you really listening? Aw, thank you. I love the roses. Are you really listening to the messages that you are getting from people, places, and things? Are there some people that just don't want you around anymore? Are there some places that are kicking you out? Are there some things that you shouldn't be doing anymore? And the reverse of that is that, are there people that are calling on to you? Are there places you want to go? And are there things you want to do? Are you listening to those messages that are coming to you? Are you listening? Next, standards. When was the last time you revisited or reevaluated your standards? Ooh, it's a big one, right? Especially when it comes to relationships. If we're single, and the type of people we dated when we were in our 20s is not the type of people we should be dating in our 30s, and it's not the type of people we should date in our 40s. There should be some changes. There should be some growth, because we're growing. We have different expectations of the world and of life and of ourselves. And I don't mean the negative expectations, like I expect everybody to do what I want. It's just like, hey, this is what I want. This is what I want now. When I was 20 and I was in college, this is what I thought. I just made a list of what I wanted. Yes. What are your standards today? When we're done here, grab that piece of paper that you're writing on, or if you're not ready, go back and watch this on YouTube. But what is your standard today? What is my standard when it comes to people? What are my standards when it comes to places? And what is my standard when it comes to things? What is my standards when it's professional? And what is my standards when it comes to personal? What are my standards when it comes to body, mind, and spirit? Like, you gotta have those. Because that, you know what comes from those standards. Boundaries. If I don't have any standards, there are no boundaries. And if I don't have any boundaries, people do what they want with my energy. And that's why when I tell y'all, like, send me an email, because I want to email you, it's because I like to keep everything. There's a way that I work. I like to keep my energy connected. Like, I like to keep the energy all tight. When I set my prices, that's my those are my standards. Like, I believe in what I do, and I feel like I deserve to get paid for it. So I have standards. I set boundaries. So what's your boundaries? What's your standards? What are your standards? Everybody good? A spiritual advisor told you to do that? Good. I'm glad you listened. This is your inner light. Are you tapping into your inner light? Where's your light? You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. That's all I'm saying about that. But where is your light? check your dimmer. Check your dimmer. Are you full blast light? Are you low light? Like, why is it there? And let me clarify this. Your inner light is your inner light. Nobody should tell you how bright you should be or how reserved you should be. It's like going to a funeral and somebody's telling you, why aren't you crying? You should be crying more. Like, dude, don't control me. Or smile more. You know, you'd be prettier if you smile more. That has to do with your inner light. You are where you are. Like, I keep my light where I want it. Like, back off. But is it where you want it? Is it where you want it? Is it not? Is it, if it's being controlled by somebody else, somebody telling you, you know, keep quiet, you're the woman, I'm the man, or you're the man, I'm the woman, or like, I wear the pants in this house, you keep your place. No, mind your place. I don't know why I turned to Little House on the Prairie, but like, where's your light? And is it where you want it? Hasta luego, Claudia. Buenas tardes. Que tengas buen día. See you Monday. All right. And finally, where's your spirit? Have you checked in with your spirit? Because a lot of things are changing around us. A lot of things, and yes, we have to say it. COVID has played a big part in our spirit. Like, where is your spirit? Like, some of us have changed jobs. Some of us have relocated. Some of us have changed relationships, people, places, and things, personal and professional. Energy-wise, there's still people being born. There's still people dying. Like, where's your spirit? Where are you today? What can you do for your spirit today to cheer it up, to bring it up, to check on it? What's the air pressure on your spirit? I don't know why I'm talking cars. I think I'm talking cars because I'm going to get my car checked next Tuesday. Okay, so in review, this is the 7 chakras for today. And I should do, some people got a whole new identity. Girl, amen. We should do this every Friday. Y'all need to remind me. We need to do this every Friday to check where our energy is. Because it gives you, the weekend to work on it. So stay grounded. Stay grounded so you can be adaptable. So you can change your strategy when needed. Have a purpose. So stay grounded. Adapt to your new purpose. Make sure that you're listening to the messages around you. Check your standards. Chakra Friday. Chakra Friday. Chakra Khan. Chakra Khan. Chakra Friday. Now I want to dance. Where's your light? So that your spirit can shine the way you want it to. So stay grounded so you can adapt to your new purpose. Make sure you're listening to the world. Check your standards. Where's your light? And is your spirit in the right place? So yeah, Chakra Fridays. I'm gonna put a little post-it note right here on my board. Make sure it's Chakra Fridays. Chakra Fridays. But yeah, check all those. And if you need a reminder, remember my bio has my link to my YouTube. You can find this video there later if you want to share it with friends, and or if you want to sit down. I really would recommend, like, sit down with yourself and make a list and write it out, and figure out where you are. And if you want to follow up with the session and then write to me and say, hey, this is what I pulled. This is what I have for me, and we can break it down. I will. That's what my work. Part of my work is to help you make your chakras better, energize your life. Anyway, so I hope that made sense. For everybody who got read, thank you so much for the roses. Follow me, share with your friends. Am I on Facebook? Yes. I'm not doing a show tonight, but you can find me on Facebook, the Daniel G. Garza, or the Card Devo. I have the Card Devo page. You can find the Card Devo. There's always this extra stuff on there. But yeah, find me and send me a message if you want a private session. Oh, my pleasure. Thank you. Thank you, Tom Sawyer. The Daniel G. Garza. Yes, thank you. And then the Card Devo has its own page too. I'm not doing a show tonight, only because I don't feel 100%, and I want to, by the end of the day, I'm a little more tired. But Oh, if you have 4 friends, if you send me 4 people for a reading, or you bring 4 people with you for a group reading, your session is free. I'll talk to you about that. So send me a message with your email. I'll email you back with information, and we'll set up a session. Like, I would love to have you as a client. Anyway, I'm Daniel G. Garza, the Card Depot. Thank you for joining me for breakfast readings. I'll see you Monday. Bye.